Hey everyone, welcome back to MotoLap 9. I'm Tom, and today we're diving into something riders absolutely love arguing about motorcycles that are so close to perfect it almost hurts to nitpick them. These aren't just spec sheet heroes or showroom queens. These are bikes real riders across the USA keep praising after thousands of miles, cross country trips, daily commutes, and weekend canyon runs. We're talking about machines that nail performance, comfort, reliability, and value so well that the flaws feel more like personality quirks. So grab your helmet and let's roll through 7 motorcycles that American riders say are almost perfect. First up is the Honda Goldwing. And yeah, I know what some of you are thinking. That's not a motorcycle, that's a luxury spaceship. But that's exactly why riders adore it. The Goldwing has spent decades evolving into the ultimate long distance machine, with its silky smooth flat six engine delivering power like melted butter, never abrupt, never stressed. The comfort is unreal. Heated seats, heated grips, an upright seating position that keeps your back happy for 500-mile days, and wind protection that makes bad weather feel like a mild inconvenience instead of a trip ending disaster. The handling surprises people too. Once moving, it carries its weight low and hides its size shockingly well. Riders say the audio system, storage capacity, and passenger comfort are unmatched, and many couples swear it saved their touring life. Why isn't it perfect? Well, it's still heavy at parking lot speeds, it's expensive, and some riders wish it felt a little more raw and mechanical. But as a luxury touring motorcycle, most agree it's about as close as humans have engineered so far. Next is the Yamaha MT-09, the hooligan genius that somehow grew up without losing its wild side. American riders love this bike because its CP3 triple engine is pure personality, torquey down low, punchy in the mid-range, and screaming fun up top. It's the kind of power delivery that makes even a grocery run feel like a mini MotoGP qualifying lap. The newer versions fixed the early snatchy throttle and added better suspension and electronics, making it more refined without neutering the fun. Riders rave about how lightweight and flickable it feels, perfect for city slicing and backroad chaos. The upright ergonomics are comfortable enough for daily use, and the price undercuts a lot of European rivals. The almost part? Wind protection is basically non existent. The seat can get firm on long rides, and the styling is, let's say, bold in a way not everyone loves. But for pure grin factor per dollar, many American riders call it unbeatable. Third on the list is the BMW R 1300 GS, the adventure bike that somehow convinced the US that dirt roads and Starbucks runs belong in the same lifestyle package. GS owners are some of the most loyal riders on earth, and for good reason. The Boxer twin engine delivers torque everywhere, making two-up touring, mountain climbs, and highway cruising equally effortless. The telelever front suspension keeps braking stable and composed, and the electronics suite, ride modes, traction control, adaptive suspension, makes the bike feel like it's thinking along with you. Riders say it's shockingly comfortable for long distances and incredibly capable when the pavement ends. It carries its weight well and feels balanced, whether loaded with aluminum panniers or stripped down for a day ride. Why not perfect? Price, for starters. It's premium in every sense. Maintenance and repair costs can scare some riders, and it's still a big bike if you're short or new to adventure riding. But in terms of do everything versatility, American consumers constantly rank it near the top. Now let's talk about the Suzuki SV650, the middleweight legend that refuses to die because it's just that good. Riders across the US love the SV650 for its friendly V-twin engine that has character without intimidation. It's torquey, predictable, and forgiving, making it a favorite for beginners while still entertaining experienced riders. The chassis is light and neutral, perfect for commuting, canyon carving, or even amateur track days. Maintenance is simple, reliability is classic Suzuki bulletproof, and the price leaves room in the budget for gear and road trips. Owners say it's one of those bikes that never tries to scare you, but always makes you smile. The almost perfect part comes down to budget suspension that can feel soft when pushed hard, basic electronics compared to modern rivals, and styling that's more practical than flashy. But for an all-around, do-everything motorcycle, riders keep coming back to the SV like comfort food with 2 wheels. Fifth, we've got the Harley-Davidson Pan America 1250, the bike that shocked people who thought Harley only made chrome cruisers and parade machines. American riders praise the Pan America for its powerful Revolution Max engine that revs harder than anyone expected from Milwaukee, delivering serious horsepower and torque for highway blasts and off-road climbs alike. The adaptive ride height system is a game changer, lowering the bike at stops to help shorter riders manage its size. The suspension soaks up rough terrain, and the upright ergonomics make long days in the saddle doable. Riders love that it feels modern, tech-forward, and genuinely competitive with European adventure bikes. The not quite perfect bits? Some long-term reliability questions still float around. Dealership networks vary in adventure expertise, and it's still a hefty machine when the trail gets really tight. But as Harley's bold step into ADV territory, riders say it's way better than anyone expected, and dangerously close to greatness. Sixth is the Kawasaki Ninja 650, the sport bike for grown-ups who still want to have fun without folding themselves into origami. US riders love this bike because it blends sporty looks with real-world comfort. The parallel twin engine delivers smooth, usable power that's strong enough for highway passes, but never overwhelming. The riding position is more upright than supersport machines, saving wrists and backs during longer rides. It's a favorite among commuters and weekend canyon riders who want something sporty but livable. Reliability is classic Kawasaki, fuel economy is solid, and insurance costs are usually friendlier than 600cc race replicas. Why not perfect? The suspension is tuned more for comfort than aggressive track use. The brakes are good but not superbike sharp, and hardcore speed junkies may find it a bit tame. But for the majority of American riders who want one bike to do almost everything, the Ninja 650 hits a sweet spot that's hard to beat. Last but definitely not least is the Honda Rebel 500, the cruiser that quietly became one of the most recommended bikes in America. Riders love how unintimidating it feels. Low seat height, lightweight, and smooth power delivery make it welcoming for newer riders and smaller riders, but it's not boring for veterans either. The parallel twin engine is efficient, reliable, and surprisingly peppy in city traffic. The minimalist styling gives it a custom vibe right off the showroom floor, and owners love how easy it is to personalize. It's comfortable for short to medium rides, easy to maintain, and typically runs forever with basic care. The almost perfect caveats? Limited wind protection for highway touring, a seat that can get firm after long stretches, and power that's adequate but not thrilling at high speeds. Still, as an accessible, stylish, everyday cruiser, American riders say Honda nailed the formula. So there you have it, 7 motorcycles that riders across the USA keep calling almost perfect, each for totally different reasons. Whether it's the cross-country luxury of the Goldwing, the wild energy of the MT-09, the globe-trotting mastery of the GS, the everyday brilliance of the SV650, the surprising muscle of the Pan America, the balanced versatility of the Ninja 650, or the approachable cool of the Rebel 500. These bikes prove there's no single definition of perfection, just machines that fit real lives incredibly well. I'm Tom, this is MotoLap 9, and if your dream bike didn't make the list, don't worry. Perfection is personal, and the best motorcycle is always the one that makes you want to ride more. Drop your pick in the comments, ride safe, and I'll see you in the next one.